Welcome in to the 2026 Collins Auto Group Kentucky versus Tennessee Future Stars game. James Shannon, Blake Biggs on the call here at L&M Federal Credit Union Stadium in the Ville, home of the defending UFL champions, the Louisville Kings. The bar was absolutely set with the sixth grade game, rather absolute barn burner of a game. And Blake, these seventh graders, they have to live up to that one.
Yeah, no, absolutely. James, quick question. Have you seen the movie Friday Night Lights?
I have.
The ending to that game was very reminiscent
Very
to the end,
reminiscent.
yeah, of that movie. Obviously, the stakes were, not nearly as high as a, Texas State, championship game,
Right.
but the ending looked very close to that. Feel for the Kentucky team on that, but great game, great ending, and we should have another good one on tap here today.
Team Kentucky will receive the opening kickoff, rather. If you missed the sixth grade game, Team Tennessee with the 30-24 walk-off defensive stop win. Getting set for a good one here in the state of Kentucky. I want to give a big shout out to Collins Auto Group, the title sponsor of today's game that's getting underway right now. Here's the opening kickoff. Bounces at the 20, fielded around the 13. Return up the middle, bounces to the outside, to the left, and brought down around the 33-yard line.
It's a solid return, James. Did you get a number on that?
I thought I saw 11, but I might have been mistaken. There is 11. Hudson Martin from Pikeville Junior High, but I might have had the incorrect number. Regardless, Team Kentucky will start with 9:50 remaining in the first quarter at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, solid field position right here. You always want to, start positively on the other side of your own 25 if you can.
Shotgun formation, give up the middle. Team Tennessee blows that play up absolutely in the backfield. And that was a common thread of the sixth grade game, was that Team Tennessee defense bending but not breaking. They gave up 4 touchdowns, but when it counted, they made the stop early in the game. The first 4 drives ended in touchdowns. Team Tennessee with the forcing the first drive that ended in a non-touchdown. Kentucky, though, has had so many bright spots so far today. We'll see if they can continue it. In at quarterback to start the game for Team Kentucky, that's going to be number 2, Landry Anderson from Meese Middle in the Somerset, Kentucky area. Little flag on the play will move the ball up to the 36. Justice Alford
Yeah, and right there for the defense, the penalty just kind of canceled the result of the sack tackle for loss on the last play, James.
So ball spotted at the 36. This is Anderson rolling right, looking. He's going to run it, and he's going to get out of bounds around the 41-yard line, bringing up a Team Kentucky 3rd and 2.
Yeah, it's solid scramble right there out of the shotgun, James. Just evaded pressure. The defensive line's been kind of in the backfield a little bit, kind of squeezing that pocket. Good instinct right there by the quarterback to escape it, get a positive gain of yards, and keep the drive alive for 3rd and short. That'll stop the clock at 8:46. Snap read option up the middle for
Down to
carry.
the 46 is forward progress.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, James.
No, you're
I
good. You're
apologize.
good.
So we see the replay right here. Quarterback just takes it, fakes it. Looked like kind of a little bit Sweet play right there by the O lineman. Everybody blocking forward. Had a man drawn to them, and solid run for a first down. Team Big Blue. Looks like they're going to go trio left, shotgun.
3-by-1. Here's the receiver screen to the left-hand side. Whistle stops the play and a flag on the far side near the sideline. It'll move Team Kentucky back. Let's see where the ball ends up getting spotted. So originally at the 42-yard line. Back to the 42. So false start called on Team Kentucky. It'll bring up a 1st and 15.
Looks like we're going to go duo both sides, shotgun.
Here's the snap, play fake, and it did not work out for Anderson. He's down at the 37. Loss of yardage on the play, huge loss. It'll bring up, so that first down marker's at the 43. So we're looking at 5, 10, 15. Second and 20.
Second in Paducah is the best way to say it. I'm trying to think, James. That one right there looked like it was a sweep, kind of like a sweep play, but read option. Quarterback took it, and the defensive line just contained that edge really well and stopped him. There's a wide receiver screen, gets a little loose, tackled near the 50-yard line, out of bounds.
That'll bring up a 3rd down. For Team Kentucky.
That should be around a 3rd and I'm thinking 3rd and 5, maybe 3rd and 6, possibly. Hang on, I think they called a penalty. They may have got Team Orange for a late hit out of bounds. So that will put them
up to the 35.
Yeah,
It'll
35
be 1st
yard
and 10.
line.
Here's a give up the middle for Team Kentucky up to the 30-yard line.
Solid run right there.
On the carry, number 30 for Team Kentucky. Let's go to page 2, and that's going to be Thomas Scott from the 10th Street Cardinals. With the 5-yard gain, it'll be 2nd and 5. Coming up on 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 10-minute quarters here for the 7th grade game. 8-minute quarters in the 6th. 12 for the 8th, potentially. Looking, fires right, and passes intercepted.
Yeah, great play right there by the cornerback. Looked like a little bit of a duck on that one. Cornerback came back for it. As you see the replay here, yeah, great read the entire way. Kept his man behind him, but not too far behind him to where he would get burnt. Ball a little bit underthrown, I'll say that, but great way to read the ball in the air. I wonder if that young man plays a little bit of baseball.
Titus Holloway from Oakland Middle with the interception for Team Tennessee. So the ball will be spotted at the 6-yard line. And again, Team Tennessee's defense coming away, getting the takeaway. So starting at quarterback for Team Tennessee, that's going to be number 16, John Curry from Rose Park Middle. Pistol formation, man in motion. Curry, give up the middle. Kentucky defense is there. Maybe a gain of maybe 1. Near side ref at the 7-yard line, so it'll bring up a 2nd and 9 for Team Tennessee. Team Kentucky defense stepping up to the challenge. And Blake, yourself having gotten a chance to play in an All-American, All-Star kind of game where you're bringing guys in from all over the place, you can speak to it firsthand, and we've got guys on the crew that have done it as well. In an All-Star, All-American environment where you're bringing guys from all over the place, defense is definitely a lot easier to coordinate.
Right,
because you're just going for the ball. Now there's intricacies with it. Right. Here's a give to the left-hand side. We'll finish that thought in a second. What a run. He has the sideline. First man, second man beat. He's just got to stay in bounds. Nothing but green. Headed for the black is number 1 for Team Tennessee, Kendall Triggs from Dexter Middle. There are no flags, and that is a 94-yard touchdown for Team Tennessee, Kendall Triggs with the firework run.
Yeah, great play right there, James. Kind of going off what you said. He was going down the green, staying away from the white, going to the black, and that's a touchdown for the orange.
In a red stadium.
Yeah, in a red stadium, running away from the blue. Great run, though.
Great.
Really. Fantastic.
Well, and you saw the afterburners. When he got that corner, he had 3 Kentucky defenders, and he beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, and then it was a foot chase.
I feel like once you get that second level, you get like a second thing of speed.
Curry takes the snap, looking. He's going to tuck it and run. Will not get to the end zone. 2-point conversion attempt is no good. So with 5:48 remaining in the first quarter, Team Tennessee with a 6-0 lead here at the 2026 Collins Auto Group, Kentucky versus Tennessee Future Stars Classic. Team Tennessee, and more specifically, Kendall Triggs, with an electric run on Team Orange's first drive. Here's a kickoff return for Team Kentucky. They'll probably end up spotting him at the 40 on the return. Is Kentucky's, I see an 8. I see a 2. It's going to be Kentucky's number 82, Zane Wooldridge from Meese Middle.
A lot of Meese Middle guys out here today.
A lot of Meese Middle. Somerset, Kentucky with some ballers.
Let me look up where Meese Middle, I know you said Somerset. Meese Middle, Somerset, Kentucky, 99 miles away from here. And that is close to, that's closer to the east side of Kentucky.
Yeah, it's like southeast Kentucky.
Okay.
Shotgun formation. Here's the give up the middle. A solid gain here. So we can get a number for the running back. It's going to be 00 for Kentucky. I believe that's Hunter Stevens. Nope. 00. Carson Gosser. I'm sorry. Carson Gosser from Lincoln County Middle.
And James, let's talk about the hole that man had right there. The lineman, yeah, I think that was you were a lineman, offensive lineman. That was man-to-man blocking
that
right
was,
there, wasn't
that
it?
was
yeah,
straight up.
Pure.
That was, the call would have been dump truck, and that means make a hole and make it big. The give again, trusting Gosser with the ball. And he'll get out to the left-hand side up to the 48-yard line.
Gosser seems to be the bell cow this drive. They just hand it off to him and let him go to work outside zone. Let him find space and let him give you a couple yards, James.
Currently in at quarterback for Kentucky, it's going to be number 16, Jack Landis from St. Patrick's Middle. So Team Blue coming up on 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter, looking to get something going. First drive ending in a interception. Ball spotted at the 47, 3rd and 4. There's a snap, throw to the right-hand side. Intercepted again. And I believe it's the same number 5. Let's watch the run. Making men miss. This is number 5 who scored the touchdown, and that's Titus Holloway. No, it wasn't the touchdown, but Holloway, his second pick of the day, coming out of Oakland Middle School.
Yeah, great pick right there, and great return as well as he sees one lane closed off. He cuts it outside. Great block by number 36 right there as well. Great tackle.
Gosser with the tackle.
Yeah, and as there's a flag.
And I let's see, where was the flag thrown?
It was near the far sideline, right.
I think it's going to be on your block there, homie.
Oh, man.
I think they're going to call that.
It looked clean for a minute. I could see it go either way, though.
Regardless,
yeah.
There's several. They made a sideline motion. Regardless, the interception stands because the penalty happened after the pick.
Right.
So it stands. Ball spotted at the 40. May have been offsetting penalties, but the ball will be spotted at the 40-yard line. So Team Tennessee, and more specifically, Titus Holloway, 2 drives, 2 picks. Now, if history repeats itself, Kendall Trigg should absolutely bust one loose into the end zone.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Expect a deep shot right here.
Here's the give.
Oh, and he breaks the tackle.
Broke the tackles up the middle, bounced it to the outside. Kentucky able to get the tackle. That was number 34 for Team Tennessee, Jashawn Stansberry from St. Joseph with the carry. And it'll bring up a, let's see, second and 4.
And James, just looking at this roster, and luckily we have some of the height, weight, their physicals on here. Man, some of these dudes are bigger than I am. And these cats are in 7th grade. They are feeding them something different. They're doing something different to these kids now, man. I mean, like, there's a kid who is 6'3", for Tennessee. Yeah. Yeah, 6'3", Tristan Hatchett, tight end out of Memphis.
3 receivers left. Now man comes in motion. Here's the snap. Play fake. Quarterback's going to keep it, try to bounce it to the outside, and a short gain before he's forced out of bounds. New quarterback in for Team Tennessee.
Looked like that was a speed option there, James.
Yeah, it'll be number 9, Skylar Ginn from Pope John Paul II. It'll be a first down. I'm sorry, my bad. 3rd down. 3rd and 3 for Team Tennessee.
Short yardage situation. I'm real curious to see what they're going to do here. Looks like they're going to go. Looks like shotgun with a tight end to the left, motion.
Here's the give up the middle. And what a run.
Yeah.
To move the chains down to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, fantastic play call right there. The motion and the tight end strategically placed to open up some blocking, seal the edge, and first down.
I believe
Team Tennessee.
I believe that was number 25, Tristan Hatchett. Nope. That's it. He's labeled as a tight end.
Yeah. Big guy. Big guy for
Okay, number 30 is lining up at running back. That's Bernard Fisher from Battleground Academy. He's back at the running back position. Here's the give on the jet sweeper on the right-hand side. Does not make the first man miss. Absolutely great open field tackle there. For Team Kentucky, I believe it was number 23, if I've got my numbers right. That's Jamel Green from Glasgow Middle.
And James,
loss of yardage on the play.
And James, again, what an opportunity for some of these younger guys to play in a stadium like this. Obviously, I never played in any middle school all-star games because, quite frankly, I was not that good. But I would kill to have an opportunity like this that these young guys get to have today.
Here's the snap, looking right, fires right on the wide receiver screen, and the pass was caught and absolutely sniffed out by that Team Kentucky defense. That's number 27, Obed Mbombo from Kentucky Country Day. I'm sorry.
Yeah, looked like that was kind of like a double screen option right there with the line blocking left, and quarterback chose the right, trying to draw the defense off, but secondary cleaned that up very well. I'm sorry, James, I can't get over it. There's ACC, a conference logo on this field. That is crazy. We're at a Power 4 stadium right now. I cannot get over that.
It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. Pistol formation. Here's the snap. Looking. He's going to roll right. Still eyes down the field. Fires. Passes incomplete. Forced out of bounds.
Close one.
Yeah, and a great job avoiding the loss on the play.
Yeah, you never want to throw a cross body, especially in a situation right there with a linebacker over the middle. Luckily enough, fell to the dirt. He was being tugged down when he threw that ball. So,
yeah.
Imagine if he gets a clean pocket, what he can do.
Skylar Ginn, by the way, in at quarterback, still in at quarterback right now, coming out of JP2. 21 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Other than the big play, the 94-yard touchdown run, good defensive first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the snap. Again, looking, fires to the right, passes complete across the 20, makes he almost made the first man miss, trip up shoestring, second guy cleaned it up, down around the 15-yard line.
Yeah, great ball right there as we'll see the replay. Looked like you had your inside guy going a wheel, and the slot receiver that was right there, it kind of looked like a mesh kind of a play style. And great, he took the middle read right there, and first down as we'll go into the second quarter.
If I'm not mistaken, that was Holloway,
right?
The defensive ball hawk on the catch there. That takes us to the end of the first quarter here at L&M Federal Credit Union Stadium. Your score, Team Tennessee 6, Team Kentucky 0. I want to give a big shout-out to our sponsors for today's game. Of course, title sponsor Collins Auto Group. They are the MVP award for each game is named after Collins Auto Group. You also got in the top right corner, you'll see G Starks Realty, and we haven't done a good job so far today calling it, but it's the G Starks Realty first down. Other sponsors, Southeast Kentucky Tent and Rentals, Tammy Hawkins, Turnkey Title and Escrow, and I3 Planning. Big thank you to our sponsors of today's game. We'll step aside when we come back. We've got the second quarter. And we're back with the second quarter here in the Ville. Team Tennessee driving 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line though. And Team Kentucky's going to start out the second quarter with a big, big stop. Ball carried on the play by number 7. That's Marquise Dowdy from St. Dominic with the carry. Loss of yardage on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd and 12.
Yeah, like you said, James, besides that one, 94-yard burst, not a lot of offense right here as we see 4 wide, 3 to the left. That will draw them off. Give them 5. Now we're sitting at a 2nd and medium. And I believe the yard to gain is the 4-yard line. So they can still technically score without, or they can still get the first down without scoring technically. But again, like this kind of a situation where you would kind of prefer to score than get the first down. I think anybody would take that, but.
Here's the snap, rolling left and firing. Pass incomplete, broken up by that Kentucky defense on the far side.
See the replay right here. Motions his tight end out as a blocker, chip block. And little low ball, but love the rollout. I feel like safely, 7 times out of 10 that play will work. I don't know about you, James. I don't know if y'all ran a lot of rollouts in middle school or not.
7 times out of 10, it works 50% of the time. I did not play middle school ball, by the way.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. You're good. This will bring up 3rd and 7 for Team Orange. Here's the shotgun snap. Rolls left. Looking, and brought down for a loss on the play. Back to the original line of scrimmage. And I'll bring up 4th down. Ball is going to be spotted at the 16-yard line.
As we see the replay here, he just rolls out and that that looked like it hurt a little bit right there on the tackle. Great tackle right there, though. By I'm assuming that's the middle linebacker for Kentucky. But man, if you're the offensive line right now for the Big Orange, you got to give your quarterback a little more time. It looks like he's kind of running for his life right now.
Got to get to the 4-yard line for the first down. This is again in at quarterback. Shotgun formation. Team Tennessee, a little communication on the play, and they're going to end up having to burn a timeout. Their first of the half to get on the same page here on 4th down. We'll step aside. Team Tennessee has potentially regrouped, gotten on the same page. Let's see what they choose to do here on 4th down. Here's the give on the jet sweep to the right-hand side, and a throw, and incomplete. Great play call. It was it was there. Mm-hmm. The throw was not there. We do have a flag, though. Let's hit a replay on that.
Hey.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, as we see right here, running back goes out just short. Again, his arm is he's still developing as a player. He's a running back. I don't think anybody kind of expects him to make a throw like that, especially on the run.
So penalty call on Tennessee. So the turnover on downs will stand. Team Kentucky is going to get the ball at the 15-yard line. 7:51 to go here in the second quarter. Kentucky looking for the equalizer. And they're just about, well, they are in the same area, a few yards off, but they're in the same area that Tennessee was in the first quarter when Triggs ripped off that 94-yard touchdown run.
Don't jinx him now. We all know the announcer's jinx is real, James.
Shotgun formation. Here's the give. Ball's on the ground. Let's see who comes up with it. No, it was recovered by Kentucky. Let's hit a replay on that because I feel like he fumbled it.
He did.
Or not that he fumbled it, but it was loose on the exchange. Maybe a bad exchange.
Yeah, it just popped out.
Yeah, but a great recovery there. And on the carry, it was number 8, Jonathan Moreno from Graves County Middle.
I guarantee you that was probably a read option concept and just a little bit of miscommunication between the two.
So it'll bring up a 2nd and 12, loss of 2. Clock ticking, 7 minutes to go in the first half. Shotgun snap, screen to the right. Receiver will get past the original line of scrimmage. That's going to be number 82 on the catch, Wooldridge.
As we have a UPS overhead going through the air, maybe Kentucky, decides to air it out. Maybe that's their sign to,
I'm done, bro.
Get a little bit of the air raid going.
All right. Fair. That was solid.
That was smooth. Come on,
That was smooth. That was smooth.
You hate me, don't you?
You're practicing for fatherhood. 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap, looking over the middle. Fires to the right. Ball is complete. He's got the first down. First man misses. Out of bounds, though, is the receiver. And that's number 1 for Team Kentucky. Keller Ball. Coming out of the Somerset area. I'll give you one guess what school he comes from Somerset, Kentucky.
Meese
Middle.
Yep.
There you go. Meese Middle really showing up today.
Putting on for East Kentucky. Now I know Tennessee's split into 3, right? Is Kentucky the same way? Because I know they have West and then East. Do they have kind of like a middle part? Is there North and South? I don't.
We'd have to talk to our resident Kentucky resident on the crew. Here's the carry up to the 30-yard line. Loss of 1 on the play. It might be, they might call it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1. They'll give him 1. So it'll be high snap. Quarterback will tuck it down and lose his footing there on the turf. The turf monster, the true turf monster, got him. And at quarterback right now for Team Kentucky, it's Caden Jackson from Taylor County Middle. It'll bring up a Team Kentucky 3rd and 9. Ball spotted at the 31-yard line. Kentucky's going to regroup, get a plan together. Under 5 minutes to go, though. Neither team has burned a time. Well, no, I'm sorry. Team Tennessee burned a timeout on the 4th down here on the end. So Tennessee with 2 timeouts. Rolling right, and Turf Monster got him again right on the L&M logo.
Must be getting slick out there on that turf, James.
That's Jackson. Yeah, Jackson with the carry. Something's going on.
Maybe it's his cleat. I don't know. Or maybe it's his O-line giving way for Team Orange to come in with the shoestring tackle right there. Technically, that's a sack, I should say. So it is behind the line of scrimmage.
See what those look like Nike cleats.
You're looking at his cleats.
I'm trying to see what kind of cleats he has. Here's the punt snap, high snap. Punter still able to field it. He's not going to kick it. He's going to try to run it, and he's going to get stuffed at the 15-yard line. Visions of Glory and Pat McAfee shut down at the 15-yard line. Team Tennessee is going to get great field position here.
Yeah, again, not a great.
With 3:39 to go in the first half.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, you're good.
I didn't mean to cut you off. It kind of looked like for a second, he obviously it wasn't a great snap. He had to, get away from the straight rush. It looked like he was thinking about doing kind of like a little drop kick deal.
Yeah.
But he didn't. And again, he saw visions of glory and the ever so glamorous punter first down. Those are always fun to watch, James.
Love it. Love it. So 1st and 10, Team Tennessee, ball at the 16-yard line. Looking to make it a 2-score game. Here's the snap, and we'll get the flag. False start called against Team Orange. It'll back him up 5. Make it 1st and 15.
James, I gotta ask. It doesn't look like there's any kickers on this roster. Did we see any kickers last year's game? I feel like we did.
I feel like we did. I feel like there was a couple kicks.
So
I'd have to go back and watch, but I feel like we did see
that may have
kicks.
been the 8th grade game.
Yeah, I think about 8th grade.
Yeah,
let's talk to our resident kicker on the staff. What do you say about 8th grade when you really start focusing on kicking? The fundamentals of it? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Andrew Hasley, our resident kicker on the crew. Shotgun formation, give up the middle. Kentucky defense stuffs it there at the 20. Ball going to be carried here, and that was Triggs with the carry. Speaking of resident people on the staff, our resident Kentucky resident. So the question was posed. There's a West Kentucky and East Kentucky. Is there a Middle Kentucky?
I call it, you got Eastern Kentucky, you got Western Kentucky, you got Central Kentucky, and then you got Northern Kentucky.
Central Kentucky, okay. Here's the snap in the shotgun. Fires it right. Pass is complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Team Tennessee.
Great route right there. Great throw as well, as we see the strong side receiver right there. I guess you can call it boundary receiver. It looks like he runs a little bit of a kind of a post, kind of a jet route right there. Makes a great move on the cornerback, and that's another 6 on the board for Tennessee.
Bryson Martucci from Lakeway Christian, I believe, had the touchdown. But regardless, Tennessee going for the 2-point here. Make it a 14-point game.
Looks like they're checking the play on the sideline. Maybe a sub. Yep. Looks like that is the case. Maybe they had the wrong personnel out there. Good to know. Good to check sideline every now and then. See what coach has to say.
They had to get a center.
Yep.
Swap center out.
Motion.
Get flags as soon as the ball is thrown. In at quarterback right now for Team Tennessee, Dane Durner from Franklin Road Academy. Penalty will back them up 5 to the.
Was that delay of game?
I think so.
Okay, I figured it would be.
It'll back them up to the 8-yard line. They'll
Now,
try for the 2-point conversion attempt.
There hasn't been a 2-point converted today, has there?
Today, yes. Team Tennessee had 3 successful.
Oh, 3. Okay.
I'd have to do some math here in a second. Here's the snap. Durner rolls left, looking, and he's swallowed up by that Kentucky defense at the 20.
Nothing given there. Looks like they were trying to, we'll see the replay here, maybe like a rollout kind of scissor play right there. Yeah. You kind of got the corner, you kind of got the post, and then you kind of got that deep corner right there. Just nothing opened up right there on the rollout.
Yeah, Tennessee 3 for 4 on extra points, or on
Okay.
2-point conversion attempts, if I'm not mistaken.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're not keeping stats up here, so I was just curious.
So I'm
Yeah.
sure someone in the chat knows.
Somebody at home is keeping stats.
I feel like I show speed or Castanat. Like chat. How many 2 points we got today, chat?
How many people are watching right now?
Right
Give a
now,
shout out.
268.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all watching the 2026 Collins Auto Group Kentucky versus Tennessee Future Stars Classic here at L&M Federal Credit Union Stadium. James Shannon, Blake Biggs, Andrew Hasley. There's the kickoff to the left-hand side. It'll go out of bounds.
Looked like it may have grazed the foot of a Kentucky player, but out of bounds. Doesn't matter.
Holden Bowles working the main camera for us. Let's see what they choose to do with this kickoff. If they back it up, and that was 24 with the last Tennessee touchdown. By the way, Bryson Martucci.
It'll be a re-kick. Now the question is, are you going to onside it? Or are you going to try and booch it deep? Especially on the re-kick.
Onside style kick gets fielded around the 42. On the return is Kentucky's number 4, I believe. It is Kentucky's number 4. It's going to be David Barabbas from Paducah Middle. And so Kentucky will start with the ball on their own 48-yard line.
And James, one thing that's different about this year than last year, obviously location, but the weather. It's not playing nearly as much as a factor as it did last year. For those who watched last year, maybe have a son playing in this year's game, heat was definitely a factor. A lot of cramping, a lot of heat these kids had to deal with. That does not seem to be the case today. A little bit of clouds in the sky, 80 degrees.
It's a beautiful day here in the Bluegrass State. Quarterback run out of bounds. And right now, quarterback number 2, Landry Anderson from Meese Middle. Design quarterback run, takes the ball out of bounds at the 49. They're on the plus side of the field now. It'll be a Team Kentucky.
Looks like it'd be second and around 8 to go. Oh, there's a mix-up there. Looks like they're going duos.
Anderson fires right, pass bounces off the turf and incomplete. So Team Kentucky here with a 3rd and 8. Ball at the 49-yard line after the incompletion.
Looks like they'll go back to duos. Shotgun, obviously.
Anderson with the back flanked on his left, standing on the foot of the Cardinal. Takes the snap. Read option. Anderson will keep it on the left-hand side. Has space down to the 37-yard line. Team Blue is going to move the chains. First down.
Yeah, this Anderson kid can run. That was a prolific style read option right there.
Did
I
a
mean,
great
just
job.
perfect give and great blocking right there by the Kentucky O-line. I know I've been kind of critical of their pass blocking, but their run blocking has been great so far today.
It's on point.
It's on point, yep. There's a screen to the right side, and he's just gobbled up by the Tennessee secondary right there, James.
Ball's going to get spotted at the 39-yard line. Loss of 2 on the play. We'll get a timeout here by Team Tennessee. 2:09 to go in the second quarter. We'll give you a chance to check out some of our sponsors as we step away. Team Tennessee regroups on defense, taking their second timeout of the first half. Team Kentucky with all 3 and driving. 2:09 to go in the first half. Down by 12. Anderson still in at quarterback. He's going to roll left and looking, fires, and incomplete. Overshot his man. Ref down at the 10. There's a player down at the 7.
He should be okay, though. Both, of course. Looks like they got
Let's
tripped up on each other.
Let's hit a replay real quick.
Yeah, let's see if we can get that.
Oh, yeah, on the
Yeah,
backside of the play. It's all good. It's all good.
It looks like they got tripped up on each other, which ref is a part of the field, so no PI on the refs.
So that'll bring up a 3rd and 12. Third and 12 for Team Kentucky. Anderson takes the shotgun snap, looking deep, fires, passes complete up to the 27, across the 25.
It's a first down.
It will move the chains for Team Kentucky. Under 2 minutes to go. They got to get something going. They'll spot the ball at the
Let's see the replay here.
25-yard line.
Yeah, that's a great, I guess you call that a sit route, I believe is what you call it. Kind of a corner, kind of a sit. Great play, though. Great throw, great catch right there. And that's a first down, Big Blue.
Moving the chains here as we come up towards halftime. Anderson in the shotgun. They're still going 2-by-2 back to the left. Now he'll motion right to left. So now it's the 3-by-1. Anderson throws, wide receiver screen. First man misses across the 20, across the 15, and this is number 1 for Kentucky. That's going to be Keller Ball from Meese Middle. And he'll move the chains again for Team Kentucky down to the 13-yard line.
And that's neat. I didn't notice on the back of the jerseys it says Brotherhood
Mm-hmm.
for Team Kentucky. Does it say anything for
Let's see.
Tennessee?
There's something on there. It might be the name. See, I can't tell.
There may not be. It does not
Now, there's
look
some
like.
writing. I just can't
Yeah.
tell what it is. Regardless, 1st and 10, Team Kentucky. Anderson rolls right, throws incomplete. Flag comes in. And we'll see what this does to the field position for Team Kentucky with 1:31 to go.
Yeah, looking right there. May have been a late pull down by the offensive lineman right there. Good play by the defensive line to not necessarily sell it, but play through the play, and even though the ball was already out, to instinctually try and get in the backfield. That's never a bad quality to want to get in that backfield as a D lineman. I would know.
Shotgun formation, snap on the ground. Anderson picks it up, still making it happen. Rolls right, has a hole, has space across the 20, across the 15, tripped up back to the original line of scrimmage, I believe. Is where they're going to spot it. They might spot it at the 15.
Let's see this replay here, James. It looks like he was about to load up and chunk it towards the end zone right there, James. But last second, I guess a window closed, and he just said, "You know what? I'm gonna take off with my feet. I'm not gonna go through the air. I'm gonna go through the ground right here, and should be enough for first or no. This is second down. Excuse me.
2nd and 10. Anderson throws left on the screen. Defender right there to shut the play down.
Yeah, great
And
play
that
right.
was, sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying that was a great play right there by the slot cornerback to go outside and contain his man right there, quick on the ball, and
It's number 18, Otavian Jones
yeah.
from Louisburg Middle.
People don't talk about it a lot, James, but open field tackles are some of the hardest plays to make in football. I don't know if you ever had to do open field tackle drills.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're not fun.
Team Kentucky will take their first timeout of the half and will step aside. I want to give a shout out to all 300 of you watching the game along with us. James Shannon, Blake Biggs on the call here at L&M Federal Credit Union Stadium.
Looks like they're going duo left, shotgun right. May have a tight end in there. Looks like they do.
Here's the give to the left, looking for the edge, and he won't get there. He'll get stuffed at the 9-yard line. Little bit extra on the backside of the play. Boys are playing now,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll bring it to a 4th down. It'll bring up a 4th down. Let's see, what do we got? 6 yards, 4th and 6 for Team Blue. 21 seconds and counting under 20 seconds now to go. Kentucky not burning a timeout here. Tennessee does get the kickoff to start the second half. Kentucky looks like they're just taking it into the break.
No, I think they're going to try for one more play.
They are. It is.
Yeah.
Yep. It is fourth down. They're going to call the timeout with 3 seconds remaining.
That's kind of
It's their second timeout of the half. Sorry.
yeah. That's kind of odd that they would run it down and then call their second timeout when they could possibly get 2 plays off. That's I don't know.
But if you don't get the first down, you take a chance on Tennessee. I mean, they've already broken a 94-yard run loose. Like,
yeah.
Once you've opened that can of worms,
Mm-hmm.
you're trying to put the lid back on it.
My fault. I didn't realize it was fourth down. That's smart. That's smart.
Fourth down from the 9. They're in the same area that Triggs, broke off that almost full field run.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, close to full field based on where he started.
6 yards short of it. Yeah.
So 3 seconds left here in the half, and what we'll do is we'll step aside during halftime. We'll come back, and of course, stick around after this one. We'll have the 8th grade edition, 6th grade edition already completed. What a great game it was.
James, if you want to get technical, a full field is technically 120 yards.
It's fair.
So, but 94 yards nonetheless is still incredibly impressive.
Holden Bowles, Andrew Hasley. I'm going to remember your last name at some point, G. Dunnigan. Giovanni Dunnigan. And we do have a kick here. We'll get a timeout called by Team Tennessee. For Kentucky, this is number 84, Hayden Parmley. I was wrong. We were talking about kickers earlier, looking through the rosters. I was like, oh, there's no kicker. There's a kicker here.
There's a kicker, yeah.
Hayden Parmley from Meese Middle.
Where else?
Roster. Team Tennessee with no kickers on their roster.
Allegedly.
Other than guys who are handling the kickoff situation. Yeah. So Team Tennessee burns their final timeout to defensively get set up for this field goal attempt, which if the ball is at the 9, 7, let's see if they spot it. Usually they spot it 7 yards back. Put you at the 16, 26-yard field goal.
Yeah. Could you make a 26-yard field goal?
I have made a 26-yard field goal in Gatlinburg.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. I could not. My uncle was a kicker. I was not.
You know what's funny? My uncle was a kicker, too.
Really?
Yeah. Still holds the Nebraska high school record.
Oh, wow.
For the longest field goal.
Nebraska.
62-yard field goal. Right now, though, it's going to be a 26-yard attempt for Parmley. Snap, set, kick.
Go through. Is good.
Team Blue puts up 3 to end the first half. Our resident kicker on the staff in heaven right now. Parmley punches it through the uprights. First field goal of the day here at L&M Federal Credit Union Stadium. And that will take us to the half. Team Tennessee up 12-3 here at the 2026 Collins Auto Group Kentucky versus Tennessee Future Stars Classic. A big shout out to our sponsors for today's game: Collins Auto Group, G Starks Realty, Southeastern Kentucky Tent Rentals, Tammy Hawkins, Turnkey Title and Escrow, and I3 Planning. We'll step aside for about 10 minutes. When we come back, we'll have the second half. And we're back for the second half of the 2026 Collins Auto Group Kentucky versus Tennessee Future Stars Classic here at L&M Federal Credit Union Stadium. James Shannon, Blake Biggs on the call. Kentucky kicking it off to Tennessee to start this second half. It's after a first half that was pretty Tennessee dominated, but really defensively dominated. Tennessee with a big touchdown run. They scored on a solid drive. 2 takeaways on defense for Team Tennessee. They handled business.
And James, without that, long run by Triggs, this really is a 6-3 game.
It is.
I mean, like honest and truly, Kentucky really is like one, really one tackle away from a 3-point ball game. So, still pretty close.
Give a shout out to all 200 plus of you watching. Giovanni Dunnigan, Andrew Hasley. Here's the snap. Holden Bowles working the main camera up the middle. Kentucky comes away with the ball initially, but I feel like this is probably going to get called downed.
Yeah, looked like it. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Just looked like a design quarterback run.
John Curry from Rose Park Middle with the carry there.
Yeah, maybe the ball got popped out towards the end, like going to the ground, but I don't know.
Shotgun formation here. Curry, receiver to hit at about his 4 o'clock. And we'll get a whistle and a flag on Team Blue. Be an encroachment. And it'll give Tennessee 5 yards. It'll move the ball to the 48. Right below the tail feather of the Cardinal there on the field. Again, a big thank you to the coordinators for this event. Rico Hughes on the Kentucky side, making it happen. Josh Jones on the Tennessee side. And Tennessee might give, let's see, is Tennessee going to give that 5 yards back? Nope, they'll give it back. False start called against the offense. So a little 5-yard exchange to 5 yards exchange and a carry back to the line of scrimmage to start the second half. Offense getting their footing here to get started. Curry looking right, throws right, pass is complete. On the catch, that was number 4 for Tennessee. Max George from Lakeway Christian had to come back and get it. Snagged it about the 45-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd and 7 for Team Tennessee.
Yeah, still good pitch and catch right there, James. Looked like, kind of like you said, a comeback route to come back and get the ball. It's kind of self-explanatory right there. Staring at 3rd and long, though, we'll see if Tennessee decides to air it out. Maybe run a little bit of veer and shoot.
Now we'll get a timeout called for Team Kentucky. It was early on in the second half to be burning it, but a little confusion. They got to get back on the same page. Blake, we had a great job. I called it with Holden. The 6th grade game before this that you can watch right here on the channel. But what a game it was! It was exciting. There was defensive plays, there were offensive plays. It was a complete football game.
Mm-hmm. It was a pure football game.
It was a pure football game.
There's defense. There's offense.
It was 6th grade football in the middle of June at like 11 o'clock in the morning. It was just.
It's pure. It's love of the game.
You're watching the game either because you've got a relative in this game or you love football. It's pure football. This is not.
There's no in between.
There's no casual viewing here.
Yeah, no, it's not just turn on this game, and which we do appreciate our casual viewers. Maybe subscribers.
Shout out.
Shout out. Maybe
shout out.
Why would I say
Pat
it like
McAfee.
that? Oh, okay.
Shout out.
That's just you, man. Listen, you can try and mimic, Pat McAfee all you want. I'm Blake, man. That's the
fair.
best I can
That's
do.
fair.
So.
That's fair. 3rd and 7 here for Team Orange shotgun formation. Curry takes the snap, looks, still looking down the field, trying to avoid the sack, and he's unable to. Team Kentucky is going to take him down.
Yeah, way to get in the backfield right there by the linebackers. We see this play.
Fired up on the play is number 28 for Kentucky. That's Noah Ivy from Graves County Middle.
Excuse me, that's the edge, not the linebacker. There's a very distinct
That's your territory.
difference.
That's the edge.
That's my territory.
Yeah.
I would know a thing or two about it. Built like a linebacker. Those are the best kind of guys. No, not bias at all when I say that. But great way to fight off the block there and wrap him up for the sack as we see 4th down. Looks like they may be going for it.
4th and 13. Curry rolls right, tucks it, trying to find space. Won't find any. And Kentucky's defense is going to start out this first half with a turnover on downs. They called the timeout just a few plays ago, and I'm like, man, it's early on to be calling it. They got back on the same page, and they got the ball back for their offense, down 9.
Yeah, they're in a good spot too. I mean, you get this score. I mean, you're in a solid spot. You're on the right side of your 50. You get the score and potentially get the onside kick. You are possibly looking at a Kentucky lead. Now, granted, I'm not gonna try and announcers jinx them, but they're in a good spot.
Ball at the 41-yard line, shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Here's the give. Up the middle. He'll make it to the 36, maybe the 35. On the carry, that's number 30 for Team Kentucky, Thomas Scott from the 10th Street Cardinals.
Yeah, and that's a solid 5-yard run right there. I know, those don't just pop off the paper, really appeal to the eye, but those add up, man. Those add up quick.
Number 16, Jack Landis from St. Patrick's at the helm for this drive. Ball got up to the 36-yard line. 2nd and 5. Shotgun formation flanked on both sides. Landis is going to fire it left and incomplete is the pass. It'll bring up a 3rd down.
So 3rd and about medium here, James. What are you calling? What play call are you drawing at? Pretend it's Madden or college football right now.
I mean,
what's your go-to?
Right now they're working the shotgun. Flanked on backs on both sides of the quarterback. I mean,
right.
I think you got to either run it right or run it left. Doesn't matter. Run it right because you're on the far hash mark. Run it right with a right back lead blocker.
Okay, so like outside zone, or
yeah.
Okay, so we're on the same page here. Looks like that's what they're going to do.
And right now, you still got Scott in at running back. Instead, they decide to throw. Passes incomplete. Intended for number 82. That's going to be Wooldridge. And it'll bring up a 4th and 5. Man, I just thought about it with that run that Triggs had to score the first touchdown. We should have made a reference to Churchill Downs.
Oh, yeah.
He was off to the races.
Man,
he was
off to the
Churchill
races.
Downs right over here to our right. You can kind of see it.
We got to do that next time there's a rush touchdown, if there's a rush
I just
touchdown.
thought about it. What a wasted opportunity.
Oh, man.
Such a wasted opportunity.
We're not Kentucky guys, so we don't think about that, so to say. That's not on the forefront of our minds, I guess.
Still cool though. It was cool
Still
to drive
cool,
by and see. I mean, it's a cool set. You drive by
it just kind of popped up.
It just popped up. It just kind of popped up, and it's great.
So we see the
4th and 5. They're going for it.
Flag
on the far side. Pass is incomplete. Let's see what the flag is. Illegal substitution called on Kentucky. Penalty is declined by Team Tennessee. No, it's accepted, so it's 4th and 10. Ball's going to be spotted at the 41.
Got a lot of ground to make up right here if you're Kentucky. It does not look like they're going to do it. I think they're going to, or
They're
not,
gonna
I
punt
think
it
they
away.
will punt, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to punt it away. They're going to trust the man who scored the only points for Kentucky so far, Parmley. He's going to boot it away. A lot of hang time on this one. It'll bounce at the 20.
They'll take a good bounce.
It'll go down about the 16 is where it'll be down. When we come back, Team Tennessee will try to add to their lead. Team Tennessee, 1st and 10 here. We're going to get a flag on the far side to start the drive. Encroachment called on Team Tennessee. It'll back them up 5 yards. It'll put the ball at the 11-yard line. Here's the snap, the give up the middle. And that's going to be number, and jersey scrunched up. Is that 84? Nope, not 84. Let's see.
Looks like that will be 2nd and roughly 14, maybe 15.
34 maybe with the carry. Stansberry. Regardless, in a quarterback with the throw there across the 20. So it's Ginn in at quarterback.
Does not look like it'll matter as there's a flag coming from the right side of the field.
Pass was complete to your boy Tristan Hatchett, the 6'3" tight end out of Memphis Business Academy.
Yeah, I think that's a charter.
Yeah.
In Memphis, yeah.
So after the flag, it'll move the ball back to the 10-yard line, and we're looking at a 2nd and 16 for Team Tennessee. So Team Tennessee with their work cut out for them. Actually, I'm corrected. The ball is now spotted at the 6-yard line after the penalty. So Ginn is standing at the goal line. He takes the snap, looking right, fires, deep shot, incomplete. Pass intended. I believe it's 26. It is 26 for Tennessee. Bryson Hathaway from Innsworth.
Nashville area.
Yeah, West Nashville.
Right on, brother.
So Tennessee now facing 3rd and a 5th of the field. Again, will take the snap, throws, left-hand side, incomplete.
Just out of the hands. That's a tough pass to make, though.
With defenders in his face, too.
Yeah.
So it'll bring up 4th down from the 6-yard line. Blake, this game has really settled into a defensive battle. These defenses are just handling business. And we talked about it earlier. a game like this where you got guys coming from all over the place, you have limited practices, defense is going to shine.
Yeah, we kind of talked about it earlier. You kind of asked me, like, especially on the defensive side of the ball and, like, games like this. Usually the defensive guys in, like, all-star games, they're locked in. You're going to get, like, really talented players, right? Defense typically is, just like offense, typically designed around players, right? And what you're going to do and what your schemes are. A lot of times, you can switch in and out, but on the offense, there are also really talented players as well. So it's just an adjustment thing.
Tennessee burns a timeout there. By the way, Tennessee's jerseys on the back say TNFS for Tennessee Future Stars.
Okay.
So just to circle back to that. We'll step aside for just a moment. Well, no, we'll stay here. Timeout's wrapping up here at L&N Financial Credit Union Stadium in the Ville. Mentioned it earlier, home of the defending UFL champions, the Louisville Kings. I'm gonna ask the resident Louisville. What was their home field?
It's the local. We've got a USL 1 soccer team.
Okay.
It's called Louisville City FC.
Okay.
So it's this really pretty near riverfront property.
Yeah.
And it's nice. If you're ever going up towards Cincinnati from here, or going downtown at some point today, I'd recommend checking it out. It's called Lynn Family Stadium.
All right. Tennessee got a punt away here.
4th and Paducah. And that's a low-hanging punt.
It's a bouncer. Really taking some ground away, though, down to the 45-yard line. That was number 34, Jashawn Stansbury from St. Joseph, I believe, with the kick. Yep, Stansbury with the kick. Down to the 45, and that's where Team Kentucky will take over, down 9 with 5:11 to go in the third quarter, 1st and 10. Of course, the history of this game last year, played at UT Martin. It alternates back and forth between who hosted. So Tennessee was last year on the odd years and Kentucky on the even years. So last year in Tennessee, game was hosted at UT Martin. I'm gonna do a little research. Let me double check. Where was the game played?
There's a QB run left side. Big Blue. That is Landry Anderson. From where else? Meese. Sorry, I'm just covering for you while you pull that up.
I want to make sure I'm right.
You're good. I'll cover for you.
Let's see.
Let's break the huddle. Looks like they're going to go and split back. Takes a snap, looks to pass. That's a deep shot.
To the right
side.
Incomplete. Flags fly.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Got a little handsy right there on the pass play, but great defense. A little bit handsy, but what a route as well, James.
It was great. Holloway with 2 interceptions on the day. That time, though, unable to make the play and may have cost his team a few yards. Well, not may have. He will cost his team a few yards here.
So that will move the ball up close to the 25, let's say the 26-yard line. Looks like they will go wide shotgun, duo left.
Here's the snap and the give to the right. Tripped up is the ball carrier.
Solid run right there. I believe that's number 16.
18. For Kentucky. That's going to be Cade Guthrie from Ashland Middle. He'll move it up to the 23-yard line. It'll bring up a 2nd and 7.
Looks like they're going duo right.
Play fake again. Here's the carry by Team Kentucky's number 2, Landry Anderson from East Middle. He'll get up to the 24. He'll get to the 24-yard line, but it will be a loss of 1 on the play. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 8 to go.
Beautiful day here, folks.
It is
yeah,
gorgeous.
It's gorgeous.
It
I
is
don't know. I don't know
gorgeous.
if you noticed, James, but there has been a crowd of people slowly sneaking up to the top to try and get in the shade. But they may be cold weather people because it's nice out today. That sun will feel good on my skin.
Currently, right now, it depends. It's a little warm for me. Currently
It's
85.
Yeah.
Currently 85 here in Louisville, Kentucky, right across the river from Cincinnati.
There's a flag on the play. It's like we're gonna pan up and see.
Not across
crowd.
not across the river from Cincinnati, by the way. My
Oh,
geography
yeah.
way off.
Yeah, you might need to go back to middle school.
I might need to go back to middle school.
I'm kidding. As we see these cold weather people sitting in the shade, trying to avoid the sun. Honestly, I can't blame them. Sitting down there in the lower bowl, with the turf, it gets a little bit hotter. I just think that's funny how they kind of started making the long crawl up there. Beautiful stadium, by the way.
It's gorgeous. Here's the snap. Looking left. Now he'll roll right. Still with his eyes looking down the field. Throws.
Ooh,
Pass is
incomplete.
Batted away by that Tennessee defense, who's absolutely been all over the pass protection today. Snuffing and sniffing the plays out.
No flag. Flag's still up.
So it'll bring up a 4th down.
Decision time here
4th
for
and 13.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little trio action right here for Kentucky.
Kentucky, a little false start, I believe, is going to back them up 5 to 4th and 18.
Not an ideal spot right now if you're Kentucky. And do you consider punting?
I think you have to.
Yeah, because you're out of field goal range.
I think you got to pin them back.
Your defense has played.
Now they're not
well,
going to. They're going to go for it. They have not brought the punter on the field.
Fortune favors the bold, James.
Here's Anderson, rolling right.
Throw it.
Looking, fires for the end zone, over the head of the intended receiver. And that'll be a turnover on downs. Team Tennessee will have a 1st down. We'll step aside. This is the 2026 Collins Auto Group. Kentucky versus Tennessee Future Stars Classic. We're back for the 17th edition of the Kentucky versus Tennessee Future Stars game. And there will be a flag on Kentucky
So, James, one thing I should note, this is the second time today that a receiver has been tripped up by a ref, and, if I had, a dime for every time that happened, I'd have two times, which is a little weird as we see a run
Here's
to
a
the right
carry
side.
on the right-hand side. Made the first man miss. Great carry there. That's number 1 for Tennessee. That's a killer. That's Kendall Triggs with a big carry into Kentucky territory. Down to the 36-yard line. It'll be a Tennessee first down. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter and counting. Tennessee would love to put this game away right here. Here's the give to Triggs on the left. Kentucky's right there to stuff them and bring up a second down. Maybe with a loss. I think it's a loss of 1. Second and 11.
Yeah, James, like I said earlier, very defensive game. If I had $1 for every tackle for loss in this game, and I have a lot of money, so you know who I go to, Michael Romaine Sr. Shout out to our sponsor out of Brentwood with I3 Planning, CFP, certified financial planner, financial advisor. I know a couple financial advisors, so shout out to our sponsor. If you have money concerns, look into I3 Planning.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thought
There
I had it. I saw how many licenses he had. He deserved a shout out. I know how hard that's to get.
Here's the carry, a little stutter step, run, and another loss of yardage on the play. And number 5, Titus Holloway on the carry there. 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Question now. I believe Tennessee has to run at least one more play. Take us to the fourth quarter.
Looks
and then
like
once the fourth quarter is over, don't go anywhere. You will have to hop over to the other link, but we will have the 8th grade edition of the Collins Auto Group 2026 Tennessee versus Kentucky Future Stars Classic. Here's the snap, little screen pass. He'll get stuffed behind the 40. Another loss of yards on the play on third down. Bring up a fourth down. They're going to spot it at the 40-yard line. So it'll be 4th and 14. That will do it for the third quarter here at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. Team Tennessee holding on to a 12-3 lead. Fourth and 14 for Team Tennessee. Throw on the left-hand side, passes.
Picked
intercepted. Team Kentucky with a pick of their own. And down the right sideline and forced out of bounds.
Looks like there is.
Is
Nope.
number 4 for Team Kentucky. I think that flag fell out inadvertently. But number 4, David Barabbas from Paducah Middle with the interception and a great return. Easily the most positive play Kentucky, other than field goal. I'll say the field goal. Other than that, the most positive play Kentucky's had today, and it came on defense.
And it could very well easily be a momentum shift, James.
A huge momentum shift.
Great way to go down the sideline. He was off to the races right there. I know you said you try to tie in the Kentucky Derby.
I see what you did there.
I'm on a roll today. Looks like there may have been a penalty on the return, which will back them up. Too looks like it's around the.
It was an ineligible receiver on Tennessee declined.
Oh, whoops. Okay, my apologies.
It's one of his spotters.
Yeah,
He nailed it.
it was ineligible receiver on Tennessee, so penalties declined. That was weird because Kentucky looked like they were backed up towards the 50, and I thought that's where they were going to spot the ball. My apologies. I did not see the ref standing in front of the ball at the 40. Keep in mind, we're also sitting at the very top of the stadium, so James got a pair of binoculars. I was not wise enough to bring a pair.
This is a trusty pair. So I was talking earlier about where the games were played. So last year we were at University of Tennessee at Martin.
Mm-hmm.
The year before that they played this game at Eastern Kentucky University.
Okay.
The year before that it was at Austin Peay State.
Mm.
I'm still verifying where 2022 happened. 2021 was at Brentwood Academy in Nashville. So some pretty nice nice places to play. Pretty prestigious fields.
Yeah. They outdid themselves this year.
You already know the goal, though, for the next 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
For Tennessee, it's got to be Neyland.
Yeah.
You got to be trying to get Neyland. If you're Kentucky, you're trying to get, was it Commonwealth Stadium?
Yeah.
Or Kroger Field?
Kroger Field.
Yeah. That's the...
I'd even shoot for, if Tennessee does it next year, Nissan, the new Nissan.
I don't know
that may
about
be
that.
a pipe dream, but...
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Regardless, though, Kentucky's going to have the ball at the 29-yard line. They might be sorting. They're sorting something out on the far side. Now they are moving the chains. Not sure what the delay is. They've also got some of the coaches talking to the official. But it's 2:20 here. Let's see, kickoff for the 6th grade game at 10 o'clock. So we're on going on 4.5 hours of football.
Yeah.
Football all day.
All day.
First and 10, Team Kentucky. In at quarterback right now. Here's a double reverse. And eventually it was Kentucky's number 11, Hudson Martin, that ended up with the ball. Tennessee sniffed it out, though. Huge loss of yards on the play. Back, and they're still going. Back to the 40-yard line. So now they're looking at a second. No, they spotted at the 39.
Yeah, if I'm Kentucky right now, I got to air
second
this
to 20.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got to air this out because, like, Tennessee's adjusted on defense. They've kind of shut down the ground game for the most part in this second half.
Bad snap, ball on the ground. Anderson able to collect it. Rolling left, still gets the
Wide
ball
open.
off and incomplete.
Intercepted!
Intercepted by Team Tennessee off the deflection. Third interception For Team Orange today, that's number 29 for
That's-
Team Tennessee, DJ Andrews from Knoxville Prep.
Yeah, and he just what great focus right there by the cornerback.
Hit that replay one more time. Let's run that play
yeah,
back.
let's see if we can get that. As
He
the
was just
quarterback
getting
lofts
the
it
throw
up.
off. Oh, and it missed it.
Yeah, but basically the receiver, it barely popped out. Of course, it was one of those low ground balls. He tried to receive it in, and it went into his chest and popped right back out for the cornerback to just up in the air. That was a free one for him, and he took it down the sideline. Great focus right there by the cornerback.
It's a tough play start to finish. You had the bad snap that was low.
Yeah.
Anderson collected it, trying to make the crossbody throw, and just did not work out.
There's a handoff up the middle. He gets stuffed by
Team Kentucky's defense.
a swarm of Wildcats.
All over it.
I guess they never
That was
named him.
That was number 37, Eli Harris from Laverne Middle with the carry on the play.
I guess they never gave like official mascots for this game, but I call them the Wildcats. They're from Kentucky. They're blue. Might as well.
You could call you could call them the Bluegrass.
The blue. The
Maybe,
Bluegrass is
maybe.
plural?
No, just the Bluegrass.
Oh.
Like the
Like
Jazz.
the Stanford Cardinal.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah.
Like the Utah Jazz.
Okay, so the Bluegrass versus the
Volunteers.
Okay.
You kind of have to go with that. It's
Yeah, you
volunteer
kinda
stay.
have to,
I mean,
yeah.
it's right there. Team Tennessee with a 2nd and 10. Here's the snap and the give. He'll gain a yard or two. To bring up a 3rd and 9. Under 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Team Tennessee trying to bleed clock right now. Both teams with 2 timeouts. And if this score stands, you got to give a shout out to number 84, Hayden Parmley,
Yeah.
the kicker from East Middle. Only points of the game, 26-yard field goal. Or only points of the game for Kentucky, though. 26-yard field goal. If I've got to go with a special teams MVP, that's my guy.
Yeah.
If I'm going with an offensive style MVP, kind of have to go Triggs.
Yeah. Especially with that run that he had. Yeah.
And then if you're going defense, you got to go Holloway. So it depends on what kind of. I don't know that they do 3. I think they do 1 MVP. I don't recall.
Pitch option gets blown up right there.
I don't recall the MVP situation, but if they name 1 MVP, I mean, do you want the guy with a 94-yard run, a 2-yard field, 94-yard run, 2 picks, or the guy with the only points of the game for his team?
Yeah. I don't know. 26 yards. It's pretty darn impressive. I know.
At the 7th grade
Yeah,
level.
at the 7th grade level. Yeah, that's.
Let's ask our resident kicker. Could you hit a 26-yarder in 7th grade? Could you? He says he could.
He says he could.
Once we find the time machine, we'll find out.
But that was an impressive kick for a second.
Right now in at quarterback, it's going to be number 16 for Team Tennessee, John Curry, and he is stuffed at the 50-yard line, dropped for the sack, and a turnover on downs on 4th and 7. Team Kentucky, under 6 minutes to go. They still have 2 timeouts. They could still make something happen here, but so far, this Tennessee defense, really both of these defenses have just shown up today.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You can't say enough about them.
I want to shout out Colton Sands, man that made the sack right there
There you
from
go.
Pikeville Independent.
The chat is all right. So here's the chat. Chat is saying, "Just call us Team Kentucky. We aren't Wildcats." This is in Louisville, respectfully. Fair enough.
Fair
enough. Fair. That's why I went with Bluegrass. 1st and 10, Team Kentucky, screen to the right-hand side. What a catch and run by that young man. It's number 82 for Team Kentucky, Zane Wooldridge. And he will move the chains for Team Blue.
So apparently we don't know ball. Charlie Strong.
Charlie Strong.
I know who's the head coach here for a while.
Kentucky
Louisville,
first and
yeah.
10, screen pass to the left-hand side. Small gain on the play, about 3 yards. Bring up a Team Kentucky second down.
Won a Sugar Bowl, didn't he?
Sure did.
Yeah.
2013 year of the Cardinal. Teddy Two Gloves. What do you know about
Teddy Two
Teddy
Gloves.
Two Gloves.
Teddy Two Gloves.
I did forget Bridgewater.
Lamar Jackson.
I did forget Bridgewater came here.
He was the GOAT.
I mean, not enough of a goat to get his name, on the stadium, but.
Not yet. Not yet.
Meanwhile, Anderson rolls right, tucks it,
Ball's
ball's
loose.
out.
And it's out of bounds.
And
That ball poked out of bounds. He almost had it. Man, it was right there. Sometimes that just happens, like especially on a turf field like this. Balls can just take weird hops, especially a football. There's no great way to field a football if you think about it.
so, it'll move the chains. The run will move the chains, correct. Run will move the chains, so the ball's going to get spotted at the 28-yard line.
Chains aren't
First and 10.
Better hop on it.
Team Kentucky. Anderson fires
shot.
left. Incomplete. Flags fly. Pass was intended for number 1 Keller Ball. And that was Tennessee's number 29, DJ Andrews, who had the interception with the coverage there. Double flags, though. And we'll see what this is for. Just beyond the field on the far side, the 8th graders starting to warm up. Again, that game is taking place as soon, probably about 10 minutes or 8 minutes, I believe, after clock hits zeros on this one. Tennessee looking to come into Kentucky and leave. Right now, they'd be, if the score holds, they'd be 2-0 on the day.
That'd be the series.
They would win the series. You're correct. And if I'm not mistaken,
They won it last year.
I think they won it last year.
3-0, yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Let's see. 2024, Kentucky won it 2-1. 6th grade Tennessee won. 7th grade Kentucky won. 8th grade Kentucky won 44-18. 2023, Kentucky won it. They won 2 out of 3. 2022, Kentucky won 2 out of 3. 2021, it was Tennessee winning 2 out of 3. No game in 2020 due to COVID. 2019, Kentucky won 2 out of 3. So Kentucky's dominated this series.
Right. But they
winning
have
2 out
never
of 3.
swept, right?
But they've never swept. Here's the throw, right-hand side on the screen. Pass is complete. Receiver's going to get brought down at the line of scrimmage, though.
Yeah. Wanted that outside corner. Maybe, was looking for a little bit more real estate. Try to get outside, use that screen. And what a play by the defender, the number 28, the corner right there for Tennessee. That is Charles JoJo Booker from Oakland.
There you go.
Listed as a wide receiver, actually. So a little bit of a two-way guy.
I was about to say, we saw Holloway in on offense and defense.
Hey, some dudes are like that. They can play both ways,
Some guys are like
man.
that.
As there's a flag down.
Anderson still in at quarterback. They're trying to get the eighth. It looks like they're. Well, the Tennessee eighth graders are warming up as a team. Kentucky's kind of easing into it a little bit. See, kickoff for this game. Let's see. We're looking at a 2-hour game right now. Under 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Team Kentucky knocking on the door. Low snap. Anderson picks it up. Rolls to the left. Looking. Fires crossbody again. Passes incomplete. And that will bring up a Team Kentucky third down. 3rd and 4.
See, he kind of rolls out, and looks like that was a jump pass, James.
It was, yeah.
Break out his basketball shoes on that one. Jump for that. Not to
crossbody jump pass.
Not to get back to this. This is funny. I got to get back. Kind of want to have your thoughts on this. Somebody suggested thoroughbreds.
All right, we are around the corner from
Yeah.
Kentucky Downs. We talked about that.
I believe Murray State's, I think their girls' teams are named the thoroughbreds.
I know their sports teams are the Racers.
Yeah, which would make sense.
Here's Anderson, shotgun snap, looking, fires right. Pass was tipped. Flag is down at the 11. We'll see what the call is. 3-3s on the clock.
I know we've talked about, the performance on the defense. What about the day the Zebras are having today?
This last game is going to have to be sponsored by Tide so they can wash the penalty flags.
Yeah.
Plenty of calls here. So penalty was called on.
I think it doesn't matter. I think they're declining.
It was declined
Yeah.
regardless.
I think they're going to roll out the kicking unit.
It is 4th down.
Yeah.
They're going to bring out Parmalee again. Give him a chance to go 2 for 2. This time it's at the 9-yard line. Same. It's 9-yard line 7. It's the same thing. 26-yarder.
Yeah.
Let's see where they spot it. All right, they're going to spot it at the 16-yard line.
You can hear a pin drop in this press box right now.
It's very quiet. Snap, set, kick is no good. Hooked it left. And so Parmalee will be one of 2 on the day. Team Tennessee will take over. Team Tennessee with a 1st and 10. And we've got whistles and flags.
Say there, you're way too in.
Tennessee with the carry on the left-hand side. Good hard run there. Let's see who the ball carrier is. It's number 7 for Team Tennessee. It's Marquise Dowdy from St. Dominic.
Where's that at, James? St. Dominic?
That's a great question. Let's find out. know young men. Now, I don't remember the sites for Kentucky. I know for Tennessee they did tryout sites, and I believe it was Chattanooga, Knoxville, Nashville, and Memphis. Tennessee bleeding this clock down, getting close to 2 minutes. Springfield, Kentucky.
Okay. There's a run left side.
He might have gotten the first down.
May have. If not, he's going to be marked short, which may lead to. Nope, they're going to. It is not short. They're going to move the chains. So that's a first down. Trying to see that number. I believe that was Deshaun Stansberry from St. Joseph. Of course, he's had a day too. I know you talked about potential MVPs. He's, I feel like he's done some stuff on defense too, hasn't he, Stansberry?
I don't recall. Team Tennessee moving the chains, getting the first down. Now 1:30 left to go in the game.
Stansberry's not been quiet on offense, though. I'll say that to his credit.
Carry and Turf Monster. Turf Monster strikes there on number 34. Kentucky burns a timeout there. Jashawn Stansberry with the carry. And it looks like in terms of quarterback, I believe Skylar again is getting the nod to close this game out. They're in the huddle right now, so I'm trying to see if we got a number 9 out there. Well, once again, folks, don't go anywhere. As soon as the clock hits zeros here, we'll step aside, stay on the channel, but the game will be on a new link. That link being sent out by the Kentucky and Tennessee folks alike. So you'll be able to hop over there. For those for that game. We've already gone way past 2 o'clock, obviously. So, obviously, a lot of people tuning in. Big shout out to all 390 of you watching. The game will be on a new link. That link sent out, so make sure you hop over there to catch the 8th grade edition of this game.
Say run up the gut.
Here's the carry here by Triggs. Again, getting the nod to close out the game at quarterback. And Kentucky is going to burn their final timeout with 1:05 left, down 12-3, trying to get this ball back, 3rd and 8. While they take a timeout, we will as well. Tennessee facing a 3rd and 8. And the ball carrier is going to get stuffed. They might have given him a yard, but it'll bring up a 4th and 9. And Kentucky down to their final timeout. Under a minute to go.
Looks like they're going to let the. Sorry, go ahead.
See, I thought, Kentucky's burned all their timeouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like Tennessee's just want to burn this clock out.
They do have to
under
run.
40 seconds.
They do have to run one more play.
Mm-hmm.
was about to say, because Kentucky burned a timeout early
Right.
on in the second half, and then they burned 2 here.
They
Far-
may run it out. Oh, no, never mind.
Nope, we're going to get a timeout.
From Tennessee.
Nope, it was a flag.
Oh. Oh, no, still timeout.
It was a very confusing situation. 13 seconds remaining here at beautiful L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium in the Ville.
Looks like Kentucky's, some of their guys are lining up at midfield.
They're probably going to – they're ready. They're ready.
They're lined up already.
Well,
Tennessee hasn't got the memo yet.
I thought you were referring to the 8th graders who are in the tunnel already, where typically the University of Louisville will run out. And then Tennessee's going to come from the near tunnel here in the corner.
That's all. That's got to be so cool, like to get
To
prepped
run
for
out
a
of the
game.
tunnel,
Yeah,
yeah.
At a D1 and like being in that locker room and all that. That's got to be really cool.
That's pretty cool.
experience.
Great job. Big shout out to Mr. Rico Hughes, Josh Jones for making this happen. Here's the carry to potentially end the game. It'll be number 21 for Team Tennessee. It's going to be Travis Beasley from Innsworth with the carry. Clock is going to stop
At 7.
at 7 seconds. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Okay, that's why it stopped.
And this is where you give Parmalee a shot for a 50-yard field goal.
You'd love to see it.
You got to do it.
You
gotta
gotta
do it.
you gotta give him a chance, man.
Unfortunately, he's not heading onto the field.
That's where you got to pull the fake ball trick play.
In at quarterback right now for Team Kentucky, it's number 5, Caden Jackson from Taylor County Middle. He's going to heave it deep. Hail Mary throw. Picked
Intercepted.
off by Team Tennessee.
That is Moran Thomas from ECS in Memphis.
Yeah, I was about to say that's number 11. So Tennessee is going to end the day with an interception. And they're going to go 2-0 on the day. They're going to take the series. Folks, stick around. Head over to the other link. We're going to find out if Tennessee can sweep the series or if Kentucky holds it at 2-1. For Holden Bowles, Blake Biggs, Andrew Hasley, Giovanni Donahue.
Donegan.
Doggone it. I'm James Shannon. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be right back momentarily with the 8th grade edition of the 2026 Collins Auto Group Kentucky